Good afternoon. How's everybody?
Tired.
Good. Tired. I'm going to read to you today Aunt Flossie's hats and crab cakes later. On Sunday afternoon, Sarah and I go to see great Aunt Flossie. Sarah and I love Aunt Flossie's house. It is crowded, full of stuff and things, books and pictures and lamps and pillows, plates and trays, old dry flowers, and boxes and boxes and boxes of hats. This is their house. On Sunday afternoon, when Sarah and I go to see Aunt Flossie, she says, "Come in, Susan. Come in, Sarah. Have some tea. Have some cookies. Later, we can get some crab cakes." We sip our tea and eat our cookies, and then Aunt Flossie let us look into her hat boxes. We pick out hats and try them on. Aunt Flossie says they are her memories, and each hat has its own story. Hats, hats, hats. A stiff black one with bright red ribbons, a soft brown one with silver buttons, tiny floppy hats that hide our eyes, green or blue or pink or purple. Some fun fur and some have feathers. Look, this hat is just one smooth, soft rose, but here's one with a trillion flowers. Aunt Flossie has so many hats. One Sunday afternoon, I picked one, a woolly winter hat, sort of green maybe. Aunt Flossie thought a minute. Aunt Flossie almost always thinks a minute before she starts a hat story. Then she sniffed the woolly hat. "Just a little smoky smell now," she said. Sarah and I sniffed the hat too. "Smells smoky, Aunt Flossie." See all the different hats? "The big fire," Aunt Flossie said. "The big fire in Baltimore. Everything smelled of smoke for miles around for days and days. Big fire. Didn't come near our house on Century Street, but we could hear the fire engines racing down St. Paul. Horses hovering, clattering, bells whistling. Your great-grandma and I couldn't sleep. We grabbed our coats and hats and ran outside, worried about Uncle Jimmy's grocery store, worried about the trappings and crabs, but fire in Baltimore." Aunt Flossie closed her eyes. I think she was seeing long ago. I wondered about crab cakes. Did they have crab cakes way back then? Then Sarah sniffed Aunt Flossie's hat. "No more smoky smell," she said. "I thought I could smell some just a little." Then Sarah tried on a different hat, dark blue with a red feather. "This one, Aunt Flossie, this one." Aunt Flossie closed her eyes and thought a minute. "Oh my, my. What an exciting day." She waited, Sarah and I. "What happened, Aunt Flossie?" I asked. You notice with every hat there's a story behind it. "Big parade in Baltimore." "Oh, parade," said Sarah. "We love parades." "I made that hat," Aunt Flossie said, "to wear to watch the big parade. Buglers bugling, drummers drumming, flags flying everywhere. The boy soldiers, you know, back from France, marching up Charles Street, proud. Everyone cheering, everyone shouting. The Great War was over. The Great War was over." See a lot of hats. "Let's have a parade," I said. Sarah put on the dark blue hat. I found a red one with a furry pom-pom. She marched around Aunt Flossie's house. "March with us, Aunt Flossie," I called, but she was closing her eyes. She was seeing long ago. "Maybe she's dreaming about crab cakes," Sarah said. They really got those crab cakes on their mind. Then we looked into the very special box. "Look, Aunt Flossie, here's your special hat." It was the big straw hat with the pink and yellow flowers and green velvet ribbon. Aunt Flossie's favorite but Sunday hat. It's our favorite story because we are in the story and we can help Aunt Flossie tell it. Aunt Flossie smiled. One Sunday afternoon, she said, we were going out for crab cakes. Sarah and Susan and Mama and Daddy. I said, Aunt Flossie, said Sarah. Aunt Flossie nodded. We were walking by the water and the wind came. Let me tell it, I said. The wind came and blew away your favorite best Sunday hat. My favorite best Sunday hat, said Aunt Flossie. It landed in the water. It was funny, said Sarah. I didn't think so, said Aunt Flossie. See the hat flying in the air? And Daddy tried to reach it, I said, but he slid down in the mud. Daddy looked really surprised and everybody laughed. He couldn't rescue my favorite hat. Best Sunday hat, said Aunt Flossie. And Mama got a stick and leaned far out. She almost fell in, but she couldn't reach it either. The water rippled and your favorite best Sunday hat just floated by like a boat. See everybody trying to get the hat? Now comes the best part. I'll tell it, said Sarah. A big brown dog came. It was walking with a boy. Maybe we can help you, the boy asked. My dog Gretchen can get it. The boy threw a small stone. It landed in Aunt Flossie's hat. Fetch, Gretchen, fetch. Fetch, Gretchen, fetch. Gretchen jumped into the water and she swam. She swam and she got it. Gretchen got Aunt Flossie's hat. Hooray for Gretchen! We all jumped up and down. Hooray for Aunt Flossie's hat. It was very wet, Aunt Flossie, but it dried just fine, almost like new. My favorite best Sunday hat. I like that story, I said. So do I, said Sarah. And I like what happened next. We went to get crab cakes. Crab cakes, said Aunt Flossie. What a wonderful idea. Sarah, Susan, telephone your parents. We'll go get crab cakes right now. I think Sarah and I will always agree about one thing. Nothing in the whole wide world tastes as good as crab cakes. But crab cakes taste better after stories. Stories about Aunt Flossie's hats. The end. Thank you guys. You were awesome listeners.